and Catania, putting families first. It's worth repeating. Catania and Catania.
This morning, a ceasefire in Syria appears to be holding after a week of violence left hundreds of people dead. It stemmed from clashes between militias in the southern region. After Israeli airstrikes and rising tension, the U.S. helped broker a ceasefire between Syria and Israel. This comes at an unstable time in the country as communities work to recover after the fall of the decades-long Assad regime.
Well, more than 70 Palestinians seeking aid were reportedly killed in Gaza on Sunday, and it comes as nearly 70 others were also killed in northern Gaza in what's now being called one of the deadliest days in the nearly two-year-long war. Israeli forces sent evacuation alarms across Gaza, including in areas where aid distribution sites were set up. Meantime, the UN World Food Program says 25 trucks with aid were allowed to enter the region over the weekend. Well, Pope Leo once again calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. During Mass yesterday, he asked world leaders to respect international law and the obligation to protect civilians. The Pope also expressing some deep sorrow for the attack on the only Catholic church in the Gaza Strip, which killed 3 people and wounded 10 others last week.
A Delta pilot is being praised for a quick mid-air decision after he says the plane came close to colliding with a military aircraft. This happened Friday in North Dakota, 15 minutes from an Air Force base. Radar shows the quick loop the Delta flight made to avoid the B-52 bomber. Passengers said it felt like the plane went completely sideways. Now, the pilot's describing his conversation with air traffic control.
He said, turn right. I said, there's an airplane over there. And he says, turn left. And then by the time we read back the clearance, looked over and saw the airplane that was kind of coming on a converging course with us. Long story short, it was not fun, but I do apologize for it, and I thank you for understanding. It was kind of not a fun day at work.
Well, the Department of Defense is directing questions now to the FAA, who says they are gathering more information.
We're hearing now from the woman whose near kidnapping from a store in St. Johns County was caught on camera.
And I was terrified that he was going to hurt me.
Green screamed and fought back as a man tried forcing her into his truck. She says the suspect, Theodore Tundador, had just robbed the store where she worked, and when she tried to stop him from leaving, things escalated.
I blocked his way, and then he said, "What are you going to do about it?" And then I sort of froze up a little bit. I hope this can show other women and young females like myself that you can fight back and that it doesn't matter how small you are.
Well, Tundador is now facing multiple charges. Tampa police investigating a crash in Ybor City that left 4 people seriously injured over the weekend. Officers say a 3-wheeled motorcycle hit a man and a woman near the Italian Club on 7th Avenue. That vehicle then hit 2 more cars before coming to a stop. The pedestrians and the women on the motorcycle were taken to a hospital.
Social Security recipients who were overpaid could have their benefits cut up to 50% in the coming months. Notices were sent in April, warning overpaid recipients had 90 days to pay back the money or their benefits would be impacted. Anyone impacted can make repayments on the Social Security Administration's website. And heads up for anybody living in Temple Terrace. The city is asking to continue to limit non-essential water use until the end of the day today. So you should avoid activities like watering lawns, washing cars, power washing driveways, and filling your pools. Crews have been making repairs to the Sunningdale water tank, which makes it more vulnerable to pressure fluctuations. News Channel 8 is your official Buck station, and rookies are reporting to training camp this morning.
That's right. News Channel 8's Kenny Morales has more on the players you're going to want to keep an eye on.
With the Bucks bringing back all 11 starters on offense, there likely won't be any position battles when it comes to starting jobs on that side of the ball. When it comes to the defense, well, that's a different story. The Bucks spent 4 of their 6 draft picks this year on defensive players, so there's a chance we could see some of those first-year guys make an impact. With that being said, here are 3 rookies I'm going to keep my eye on during camp. Number 1, I got to go with cornerback Benjamin Morrison, who on Sunday agreed to terms with the Bucks on his rookie deal. We heard Todd Bowles mention at the NFL Combine, the Bucks want ball hawks. That's exactly what Morrison is. He recorded 9 interceptions and 23 pass breakups across 2 seasons at Notre Dame. If the former second-round pick impresses in training camp, there's a chance he could beat out veteran Jamel Dean for a starting corner job. For my second guy, we're sticking with the secondary here. I'm going to go with 3rd-round pick Jacob Parrish. This dude made his mark in rookie minicamp, grabbing not 1, but 2 interceptions, including a pick 6. We also heard Todd Bowles mention that Parrish was the fastest guy on the field. With Tyke Smith moving to safety, Parrish has an opportunity now to land that starting nickel job. Last but not least, talking Tez Johnson. I know special teams isn't glamorous, but it's an important part of the game. And Johnson made it clear from the jump he wants to be the Bucs' starting punt returner. He clearly has the chops for it. He averaged nearly 12 yards per punt return in 2024, including an 85-yard touchdown against Boise State. I think Johnson could end up pushing Trey Palmer for that starting punt returner job. I'm Kenny Morales, 8 on your side.
4:48 right now. We'll turn things over to Amanda.
Yeah, and we are talking about heat and increasing rain chances this week. The heat continues today from what we saw over the weekend. It's already 82 in Sarasota right now. We do have clear skies to start this Monday, but those feels like temperatures, yeah, they are toasty already. Feels like 89 in Tampa, feels like 94 in St. Pete, feels like 87 in Sarasota as we wake up on this Monday morning, and it's only going to go up from here. We are talking about an elevated to extreme heat risk across the area today, and this is the third day in a row that we are dealing with the high temperatures and the high humidity all combining for that elevated heat risk. This means that if you're outside for long periods of time, that heat is impactful. You gotta take it easy. Now tomorrow, that heat risk will come down, and that's because rain chances will be going up as we head into the middle of the week. But for today, feels like temperatures by our lunch hour already at 105. Actual temperatures get up to about 94. Feels like temperatures today up to 110, so we have another heat advisory in effect. But there will be more of us that see some relief from the heat today thanks to some showers and thunderstorms that end up forming. We're going to have some moisture moving in as this high pressure moves away. It's going to be a typical summer afternoon for us. So we're starting out dry. We'll see scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms developing. Some inland, there could be some at the coast here, calling it a 40% rain chance. But increasing our chances tomorrow and especially headed into Wednesday with some more widespread downpours, certainly some spots seeing some more meaningful rainfall. And I think Wednesday actually has the best rain chance for the rest of the work week here. We've got more moisture moving in. It's going to cross the state. Does this pattern look familiar? It's the same pattern we had in place last week where we'll have this moisture in place for the middle of the week, and then it moves out heading into the weekend with some very dry air moving in on Saturday and Sunday. That's going to limit our rain chances, and that's going to bring our temperatures right back up for the upcoming weekend. But right now I'm tracking increasing rain chances today. Again, a very hot one for us with that heat advisory in effect. All right, Beth, what are you tracking?
All right, friends and family in Polk County, you have a lot going on at the moment. Again, very busy overnight hours. Crashes just starting to get cleared out of the way. On I-4, those westbound lanes right near Memorial Boulevard, little bit of congestion coming and going there because of a crash that's reported. If you actually get off on Memorial Boulevard, right when you hit Kathleen Road, there was a crash there. So more localized roads there. Shouldn't be too many folks out this early in the morning, and we're not seeing any delays building in that area. Taking you all the way out to Polk City, almost to Osceola County, those westbound lanes again on I-4 right near State Road 557. Those are seeing some delays because of a crash that's reported there. Your drive times in the eastbound lanes, those look good though, even in that area 557 to US 27, you're up to speed. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Beth. Well, from mac and cheese to Applewood bacon, this burger event is for everyone.
Where you can try these unique dishes and support local businesses along the way. Plus, a new Gen Z summer trend is bringing back some nostalgia. The social media detox helping people touch more grass. We'll be right back.